Hey guys, it's One and today I'd like to review the LEGO Republic Gunship set 75021. This is the latest incarnation of the ship and it is based on how it appears from the Star Wars Episode 3, not the Clone Wars anime series. I'm going to be straightforward by saying that I love this ship. This is a pretty old model now and you'll be able to find a bunch of reviews on it from YouTube, so instead I'm going to provide you with my thoughts on it. As you can probably already tell, I've done a few modifications to mine in which I'll go more in depth after my quick thoughts. This is my favorite rendition of the ship by LEGO simply due to the fact of its accuracy and design. I think this version has amazing shaping to it, and it's the shaping that really adds to the realism. For example, accurate to the in-universe ship, the doors are slightly at an angle, which is highlighted by the hinge bay doors, and the slope pieces near the cabin doorway, and also by the angle of the weapon container hatch. I also like how the rounding was done at the nose. This is just a wonderful use of curve and slope pieces in these specific colors. The stacked slope pieces along the top accentuates the forward raked look, and the canopy pieces are nicely positioned at the front. The wings are just a few plates thick, which gives it a very accurate, thin appearance. The guns on top are nicely designed, although they are a bit large. I'll go into the mods now, since the intention was to use the mods to improve on the areas where the ship lacks most. The first change I did was with the bay doors. The original design only had doors at half the size it currently is. This was a problem because it left the minifigures inside exposed. I quickly remedied this by adding additional plate pieces in order to extend out to its full length. I want to make sure the stud pattern and the overall aesthetic of the extended area flowed well with the existing part of the door. The extended half folds over the pre-existing half while the opening feature is still kept intact. And let me just quickly demonstrate that. The second modification was done to the gun turrets on both sides of the ship. Originally, they didn't extend out as far and also prevented the full bay doors from closing because of how they're connected to the inside of the ship. I've modified this by making the connection point on the outside of the ship. This allows for a far more greater range of motion and also the ability to close the doors with the gun turrets inside. The third and final modification was by adding the ammo loading area up on top. It isn't fully completed yet, but it's definitely something that needs to be there. One of the biggest kind of pet peeves of mine with the original design was that there's no representation of, missiles actually getting added or loaded onto the guns. So how else would they be able to shoot? Duh. I want to expose an opening in the gun themselves to give it the effect and look of missiles actually getting loaded into them. This was accomplished mainly by the use of the big half-cylinder pieces. Oh, and one other thing. Although this isn't a big modification, I felt that it added to the overall look of the ship. I added these handlebars inside the bay area for the minifigures to hold on to. Here's a final look with both bay doors fully opened, exposing the entirety of the inside of the ship. And here's how it looks with both gun turrets concealed inside the ship. I'll also like to give a shout out to all the minifigures that were part of this review. And give me a thumbs up if you like the mods I did with these figures. Also give me a thumbs up if you love Clone Wars. That's about it. Thank you for taking a quick look with me on this modified LEGO Republic Gunship. I haven't covered anything Star Wars related in a while, so I felt it was a good time to show you my favorite ship during the Star Wars era. Please let me know what you think of this model and the mods I've done to it by leaving a comment below. Until next time, happy building!